The Amazon jungle is full of strange and weird creatures. There are pink dolphins known as devil elves. As long as they look at pink dolphins, they will fall into nightmares. There are big flowers that feed on insects, and there are piranhas. Legend has it that in the depths of the jungle, there grows a sacred tree full of vermicelli flowers called Tears of the Moon. Tears of the Moon have magical powers that can heal all ailments. Over the centuries, countless people have searched for the whereabouts of the Tears of the Moon, including Wolf. Wolf has a sightseeing boat company in the Amazon. In fact, Wolf was driving a black ship, which was designed to scam the rich. 2 toucans are Wolf's pets. The python is also carved from wood. There are also hios, which Wolf paid to rent at the zoo, and even these cannibals were paid by Wolf. Creating this dangerous atmosphere is to scare passengers and take the opportunity to raise prices. And this Nilo is Wolf's creditor. One day Nilo came to Wolf to collect debts, but Wolf couldn't afford the money, so Nilo asked someone to dismantle Wolf's new engine. Without the tools to make a living, wouldn't this kill Wolf? So Wolf sneaked into Nilo's office, trying to steal the engine. Just then, botanist Emily approached the door. Wolf pretends Nilo and Emily start negotiating prices. But just when the business was negotiated, Emily's younger brother Jack found the real Nilo. Emily realizes that Wolf has tricked her. Just then, a leopard broke into the restaurant. At the critical moment, Wolf stood up and wrestled with the leopard. At a critical moment, Wolf picked up the steak on the ground and threw it out the window, and the leopard followed the steak and rushed out. Seeing Wolf's brave state, Emily decided to hire Wolf. That leopard is actually Wolf's pet, and everything just now was just acting. Wolf threw away the extra luggage, and the three set out on a jungle adventure. Wolf was sailing in the Amazon River when suddenly a German submarine rushed out of the water. He is a German prince called Jesse, and Jesse's purpose is the same as Emily's, that is, the sacred tree. Over the centuries, countless people died on the way to find the sacred tree. Until 400 years ago, in order to save his seriously ill daughter, Danny took Wolf to the Amazon to find the sacred tree. But they underestimated the danger of the Amazon. Just when they were about to die, the kind natives rescued them and healed their injuries with Tears of the Moon. But Danny found that the clue to find the sacred tree was hidden on the holy emblem hung by the patriarch. In order to get the holy emblem, Danny ignored Wolf's obstruction, and Danny slaughtered the entire tribe. Before he died, the patriarch cursed Danny and everyone so that they could never leave the river. The patriarch's daughter escaped with the holy emblem. As time passed, the holy symbol fell into Jess's hands, and Emily stole the holy symbol. Jesse turned his gun around and charged at Emily's boat. Wolf and the others were beaten so helplessly that they could only dodge the attack, and Jesse directly fired the torpedo in the past. Several people were about to die, but Wolf escaped by using the house as a springboard. But Jess's submarine was entangled in the rope and rushed to the pier, and the three started the journey of exploration amidst laughter. On the other side, Jesse found Danny, who was cursed. Jesse dripped a few drops of river water on the stone statue, and several big snakes crawled out. In the end they reached an agreement, and Jesse brought the river water to help them regain their freedom. Danny helps Jesse get the holy emblem, but Wolf and the others came to the indigenous tribe, and the matriarch interpreted the riddle on the holy emblem to them. But at this moment, a group of strange people broke in, and they were Danny and his gang who were released. After some communication, Danny successfully got the holy emblem, and Wolf blocked Danny when he was evacuating. After a violent fight, Danny hit Wolf with his sword. At the critical moment, Wolf threw the holy emblem to Emily, but Wolf dropped it. The patriarch told Emily that Danny's goal is the holy emblem. As long as you escape from the river, you will be safe, because Danny is cursed and cannot leave the river. When the two left the river, Danny and others were all pulled back. But Emily never expected that Wolf was not dead. Wolf told the truth. It turned out he was over 400 years old. Wolf and Danny are good brothers, and Danny has a disagreement because of the massacre of the tribe. Wolf only saved the chief's daughter. In this way, the two began a war of hundreds of years. By a coincidence, Wolf sealed up Danny and the others. After learning the truth, Emily's affection for Wolf doubles immediately. But now is not the time to talk about these things. The two left the injured Jack behind and continued to search for the sacred tree. The two finally found the place marked on the holy emblem. Emily stepped on the stone, and suddenly a stone door popped out, trapping Emily underwater. Wolf was afraid of Emily's lack of oxygen in the brain, so he hurried up to deliver oxygen to Emily, but was pushed away by Emily in disgust. Wolf said it was just to give Emily artificial respiration. After artificial respiration, Emily cracked the switch, but the huge movement alarmed the piranhas. The piranhas immediately surrounded Wolf. At the critical juncture, Emily turned on the mechanism. The water level began to drop, and the mysterious palace surfaced, but Jess's submarine followed, and Jack became a hostage, so Wolf could only enter the palace with them. As everyone entered, an ancient giant tree came into view, but the sacred tree had already withered. Under Jess's coercion, Wolf said he knew the way to revive the sacred tree. Wolf opened the holy emblem, and there was a pink crystal inside. Emily put the crystal in the dark slot, and Wolf put the holy symbol on the other side. The sacred tree miraculously revived, and tears of the moon hung on the branches. Just when Jesse and the others were shocked, Wolf hinted at Emily with his eyes. Emily drew the soldier's gun, and fired several shots at Wolf. But Jesse didn't expect that. Wolf actually went to save Jack. At this moment, the sacred tree also withered. Jesse quickly asked his hands to pick the tears of the moon. Emily took the opportunity to go up. Then Emily plucked the last flower before it wilted. At this moment, Jesse came to look for Emily with the rope hanging. At the very moment, Emily let go of the petals, grabbed Jess's hand and went up, and the falling petals were just caught by Wolf. At this moment, Danny and others rushed over, and Jesse directly slashed Danny's face. On the other side, Wolf put Jack down. Wolf steered the boat away from Danny, and they rushed into Wolf's boat and became a ball. On the other side, Jesse found the Emily sister and brother, but Jesse was hit by Jack's fist on the stone wall, and the boulder above slipped down and killed Jesse. And Wolf was caught by Danny and others, but they didn't expect that Wolf had given the moon tears to Jack. The boat broke through the wall, and all the river water in the palace drained. Without the river water, the cursed person was bound to the stone wall by vines and gradually petrified. Emily looked at Wolf, who had turned into a stone statue, her face full of reluctance. Emily took out the moon tears and put it in Wolf's mouth, but the stone statue didn't respond, and the two turned their heads and left, sadly. At this moment, the stone chips on Wolf's body gradually fell off, the curse was finally lifted, and the three of them hugged tightly. At the end of the story, Wolf and Emily came to London and lived a happy life.